What's up, agents, and welcome back to another Division video. Huge news has just dropped. They've just finished the live for year 5 season 1, and they had loads of things to tell us. Before we get started, be sure to like, share, comment and subscribe. That's going to be it for all that faff. This video might be a long one because these patch notes are huge and there's loads of extra information in here that we didn't get during the live. So get yourself a drink, sit back, and let's have a look at what they have just released. So we've got it here, year 5 season 1 Broken Wings, and it's going to take us 13 minutes to read it apparently. So we've got the mic drop photo here with all the people we have got to rescue, which is what we found out. So first of all, we get the manhunt, which begins with season 1 Broken Wings, and here's everything that we need to know. Now, they classified this a little bit different during the live. They called it a friendly manhunt because the people that are the targets are the people we've got to rescue. And when we've rescued them, that then has an effect on our base, on the castle, that then gets it repaired and makes it start looking a little bit better over time as the manhunt progresses. So it does say here, in the wake of the attack of the White House, the division has discovered that 11 people are unaccounted for and considered missing. You will be tasked on a high-stakes rescue mission to find missing civilians as they have valuable intel on the White House and the castle settlement. So that's that. It talks about what the first one's going to be at the DC Aquarium, and that's going to be that. We're not going to go over that too much because we're really interested in the bulk of the patch notes. But there is the calendar for what we're going to get. You've got the missing people. We've got an apparel event coming. I was surprised to see only one apparel event, which is a little bit of a shame. Would have liked at least 2, but it is what it is. And then we've got the usual rotation of the global events. So first of all, they're going to talk about Descent. So we know what Descent is. It's a free 1 to 4 player game mode. You don't need to own Warlords of New York, and you can just jump in, you start afresh, and you get to play it. So we'll just scroll down that. We're not so bothered about that. And then we're going to start right at the top here with the St. Elmo's engine, the new exotic weapon. So shooting an enemy gives you 1 stack, and at 100 stacks, the magazine is filled with shock ammo. There was a little bit of a change to this in PTS 2 that they announced when that came out. And although it still did it in the PTS, they said that it was going to be changed for tomorrow, that when you had shock ammo, and you was shooting the gun and hitting more targets, you were starting to rebuild them stacks, so that basically when you ran out of shock ammo, you was already quite far into getting another magazine of shock ammo. I actually liked that. I didn't think it was too overpowerful, but they've removed that. They said no, you can't start stacking while you've already got shock ammo. But that was the only change they said they were making. The mods still had 20% crit chance, 20% crit damage, and 20% weapon handling, making the gun an absolute beast because it also had 70 in the mag. So I'm hoping that's all stayed the same. If the talents just changed, it's still definitely going to be a go-to gun for me. We then also got the Shocker Punch exotic holster. Now, I wasn't too keen on this, and it kind of goes hand in hand with the St. Elmo, but it gives 50% minus time reduction when being stunned by any electric skill. Using a shield gives you 100% melee damage, and using the St. Elmo's engine exotic AR gives an extra 100% melee damage and applies shock to any enemies hit with melee within 5-meter radius, and has a 15-second cooldown, which is actually quite short. But I can't see myself playing that up close and personal with any of the builds I really do. If I am, I'm generally running Hunter's Fury and an SMG, and I don't really see myself punching to shock things, so I don't think this is something I'm going to be using, but who knows going forward. We've then got the Cavalier set. Now, this went through a couple of different changes during the PTS. I actually liked the opposite one they've gone with, although I do agree it could have caused problems in PvP and things like that. But I would have much rather had the damage reduction version for PvE and maybe some separate PvP changes. But nonetheless, they've gone with the skill damage reduction version. 2-piece giving us 30% hazard protection, 3-piece 48% incoming repairs, and then the new unique talent. And as you can see here, it's the charging talent. So for every second spent out of cover, agents will get 5% reduced incoming damage. What? They said in the thing that it's changed to... That's very strange. I don't understand that, because unless I misunderstand it, this is damage reduction version. It's giving you 40%. So unless the PTS notes are out of date, I am really not sure. That's very strange indeed, because this is definitely the up-to-date ones, because we've got all the other stuff here. So yeah, I guess we'll see tomorrow then, because it's got max of 40% reduced incoming damage. While fully charged, gain immunity to any movement speed debuff and share the hazard protection and damage reduction with all allies. After the charge is consumed, the charging buff will resume if an agent is still in combat and out of cover, and the charge talents do not stack if more than one person is running it. So yeah, I don't know what's going on there. I could have swore during the live. Let me know in the comments down below that they said they were going to go with the skill reduction version instead, but the patch notes seem to think they've gone with this. Maybe that was a last minute change. Who knows? We've then got the brand new gear set here. I'm not sure what I'm going to be using this for, but we've got 10% status effect damage, 20% electricity protection, and 10% SMG damage. It rolls with yellow cores as well, which makes it incredibly difficult to try and do a red DPS build with it. We've got the Henry piece that has the talent Perfect Companion, allowing you to have Companion on your backpack and on your chest if you really want to. And we've also got the Perfect Galvanize backpack that applies blind, ensnare, confuse and shock to an enemy and grant you 50% of your armor as a bonus to you and your allies within 30 meters of an enemy for 10 seconds. So you apply any of them buffs, you get a bunch of bonus armor. Something I don't see myself using, but who knows what is to come. We then got the look of the Cavalier gear set, which I do think is quite cool, although I'm not so sure about the eyes around the mask, but I do like the rest of it. It looks pretty good. So we then got some new named weapons and talents. So we've got Perfect Thunderstrike, which deals 40% extra damage to shocked targets. We've then got Perfect Thunderstrike, which deals 40% damage to shocked targets. That's the same. So I guess that's a mistake right there, because I do believe it was an LMG that had it on as well. It looks like they've duplicated the St. Elmo's engine twice. But again, I am a little bit thrown off here, because the St. Elmo again on the bottom one, and it says deals 30% extra damage to shocked targets, applicable to all weapon types except signature weapons. Okay, so I guess what they've done is 30% is just Thunderstrike and Perfect is the top two. It should definitely be the named LMG in the second one. I'm not sure what should be in the bottom one. It should just be you can get this on any gun and put it on any gun. So I guess they just made a bit of a mess up there. I certainly don't think the St. Elmo's engine will give you 30% extra damage to shock targets. If it does though, that is huge. Balancing existing gear. Determined. Oh, it allows to chain multiple headshots by using the talents buff. At last, this is a great change. They didn't mention this, I don't think, or I didn't hear. I spilled coffee on my laptop during the stream, so I had to recap it. I missed a bit. But yeah, this is a great change. Determined is finally going to be good again. This is really good. So the quality of life changes. We've got a conflict XP rebalance. I couldn't test that during the PTS. There was nobody playing conflict, so I'm looking forward to seeing that. And then the living world activities, that's all got a whole kind of revamp across the board. They've removed double XP from convoy, so today's your last day to be doing that during Golden Bullet as well. If you want to farm some very quick SHDs, now you should be doing that. But across all activities, XP gains are now 12% higher, which is very interesting. So let's just have a look at what they said here. So convoys. All right, okay. Resource convoys 164 now. Oh, that's not bad. They have changed it again since the last PTS by the looks of it. Yeah, that's not terrible. Not terrible. at all. So you are really now going to be able to kind of do absolutely anything and everything around the map. You're probably going to, I think at last workout, I worked out something around 12% less XP an hour, but that was what you had to take into consideration was you're not teleporting everywhere, you're not doing excessive running to try and get to, you know, just the convoys. You can literally just go from event to event to event, which makes up some of them gains. So there's quite a lot to think about there. Definitely interested to see how that plays out. They've added a grants tab to make compensation process more streamlined. Okay, and that's now in the store. We know about that. They've added the option to allow players to change mission difficulty regardless of the world tier setting. That's a really nice quality of life change. I really like that. Added the quick grenade selection menu, so holding G down on the PC let you select your grenades really quickly. Another great little change. Added visual feedback for locked grenades. When browsing through the grenades menu in the inventory, players will see a notification which lets them know the selected grenade can be equipped or not. I mean, yeah, all nice little UI features that you probably didn't think you need, but they're also very, very welcome. Added the option to mark apparel items as favourite, and I do wonder if they've kind of fixed the apparel kind of switching around by itself or not as well. Added directive selection to the raid. That's cool. A little bit of extra fun for people like me who enjoy doing the raid still. Added the option to show selected mission directives on the mega map. Added the possibility to hold escape / space to skip videos and epilepsy warnings. Oh, that's really good. At last, we can boot up the game faster. That's absolutely wonderful. Added a new in loadout section at the bottom of the item details window. So this is a really great little feature. So if you look at the actual item and you scroll down to the bottom of where the stats and the mods are and things like that, you can see which loadouts it's actually saved in. So if you've got it saved in loadout strikers and loadout heartbreaker, you can see that it's saved. That item is saved in both of them, allowing you to kind of realize how much you need a piece in your inventory or not, helping with inventory management. It's a really nice little piece. They've added a hide show mask and a hide show signature weapon buttons in the inventory. That's great because they were kind of hidden away a little bit. Added a notification widget for modding primary, secondary and sidearm weapon skin slot, which appears if the player has any custom skins available for that weapon in the store. The notification also has a quick button that redirects to the weapon skin store tab. Alright, okay, so that's good. So you can actually realize if you've got a skin for it, you know, it's going to pop up and go, you know, you could use this special skin that you've collected at some point in the past, or maybe a premium skin or something like that. Obviously as well, they've added an option to get to the store quickly just in case there was something that you wanted to purchase. And that's only available after you open the custom weapon skin menu section in the store. So you've got to go in there and look at them at least once first before that's going to show. They fixed the issue with the mission difficulty settings selected from the mega map not persisting when fast traveling into a mission. Nice. Deconstructing named items from Brazos will now give the Brazos resources. Hooray, that's good. And then descent changes. So, oh, wow. I thought we already had descent stuff, but here we go. We've got more. So, talent balancing. Oh, I feel like this is going to have made it harder. So, Allegro has been reduced from 10 to 7%. Bread basket from 20 to 15. Concussion reduced the initial tier bonus, the weapon damage bonus, from 10 to 5. Reduced the per tier duration bonus from 1 second to 0.5. Oof, that's had a nerf. Reduced the per tier weapon damage from the headshots from 10 to 15. That has been hit hard. Obliterate has been increased though. The initial weapon damage bonus from 1% to 1.5. That could be good. Adrenaline Rush has been reduced from 5 to 3. That's a shame. Optimize reduced the initial weapon handling bonus from 10 to 5. So that's essentially been halved. And Vindictive reduced the initial per tier critical hit bonus from 7 to 3%. Ouch. I still think we're going to be able to make some really good builds, but that has really brought some of them down. Lowered the arena defensive buff from 20 to 15. Tweaked the exotic talents drop chance by increasing it after Descent Loot 4. That'll be on top of what you can buy from the shop to increase that anyway. Updated the supply shop rules by allowing only 2 random special ammo to present in the list, not allowing you to buy one section for each gun that you've got. That's interesting. They fixed difficulty scaling after level 30, which is interesting. So we'll see how tough this really does get. They did mention that there are actually rewards for getting to level 40, and they'll be every season. So definitely worth plowing to at least level 40 at least once every season if you can. They've added named item blueprints from seasons 1, 2, 3 and 4 to the reconstructed caches. That's crazy. That is crazy. We're going to be able to craft these named items. I'm definitely going to be farming them tomorrow. And in fact, if you're still listening to me now, I will be live tomorrow when the patch goes live, and a little bit before, just to discuss things and see what people's thoughts are on the update. Rogue agent encounters. They've removed the healing packs, so they can't heal forever, I guess. Updated the spawn values on a number of players, if there's more than one rogue agent. Increased the rogue agent spawn rate. Okay, so we're going to get it a little bit more, making it overall a little bit tougher. They buffed the rogue agent's health, damage and armor, again making it tougher. The Nemesis is now immune to shock ammo. And they fixed an issue preventing the Nemesis from using the sticky bomb and chem launchers. Oh, the chem launchers, the worst. When an enemy, a good enemy as well, has hold of it. Definitely sounds like it's going to be harder. It's just interesting to see when you've killed the Nemesis, how much harder you're really going to have to be, because it got to the point previously where you could just go on forever because you were so powerful, and basically time was against you because obviously there's no checkpoints in there. We've got the new Apparel event, Escalation. I'm not going to talk about that, but you can see all 3 sets there. We've got the new Season Pass with some cool looking skins on there as well. It's usually, I think, £8 or $10 and things like that, so you'll be able to pick that up tomorrow as well. So on there we're getting 9 new weapon skins, 10 new gear dyes, 3 new emotes are back. That is great, the emotes are back. I've missed them so much. 3 new arm patches, a special Year 5 Season 1 vanity outfit, the Splinter Cell outfit, I can't wait for that, and a new helmet available as a level 100 reward. Strange looking skin there as well. We've got some issues on the note over at the known issues board, but we know what they are. We've gone through them many times. And that is going to be it for the video. What do I think? I can't wait. I'm not going to judge it now. All the changes sound good. I think there's been some mistakes in the patch notes. I don't think the Elmo is going to give you any increased damage from shocks enemies. If it does, that would be insane. Yeah, I mean, it'll be interesting to see what Descent plays like. It'll be interesting to see what Descent plays like in a group. The named crafting is great. It obviously gives you a reason to play Descent every season. It would be interesting to find out what they're going to do with Descent once they've run out of named blueprints to give you, because they've done 1, 2, 3, 4 this time, 5, 6, 7, 8 kind of next time, and then we're getting to the realm of duplicate seasons that we had and rerun seasons where there wasn't really anything to give. So unless they're going to come up with some small special rewards after that, I guess we will see, to keep people interested in Descent. But they did say that this is obviously the first pass at Descent. Obviously they're hard at work on the DLC that's coming in later in the year, which they confirmed to be in Brooklyn, which was really cool. But obviously once they've kind of got that under the belts and they've got that to a stage that they're happy with, they did say that they would go back and have a look at Descent and maybe look at possible changes, updating it a little bit and things like that, which is really cool to hear. That's going to be it for the video. I'm going to cut it there. I've been waffling for nearly 20 minutes. Don't forget to come and check me out live on Twitch. I'll be live, like I said, when it goes live tomorrow. I'll be live again later this evening at 7 PM UK time. That's 2 PM EST. Don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next video. Thank you for watching, agents. Goodbye.